everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. It's Keeper time. This is gonna be, I can already tell it's gonna be a good one. Nah, doesn't feel right. Not good enough. Nah. I've decided we won't be doing this one. This one is trash. We will check out this one very quickly. Trash tier. See, I'm looking for an item room. Very particular kind of item room. An item room with a good item in it. I will accept the plausibility of a good cursed room. But would it kill you to spawn me next to an item room is just what I'm suggesting here, is if you could possibly provide me with an item room, I would be a happier camper, shall we say. See, I see the cursed rooms. Don't get me wrong. You have cursed rooms and I see them. And we're going to try this one right here. SQC9EEX6. Truth be told, Guppy's Collar doesn't really give us a huge bead on success. But it does give us the chance to respawn if we die, which is something. And it also gives us the chance to become Guppy, which is, of course, extraordinarily valuable in its own right. So we can afford to handle this room as long as we just don't get hit twice. I shouldn't have even picked that up, obviously, but alright, step on that. Item room. Technology. I can live with it, I think. Rate of fire is pretty bad. The spread seems good, though. I think it's probably more likely to hit enemies. Oh, dude, you gotta put a bomb there. I will never regret that situation. We got a key for a bomb, and we also looked for Swallowed Penny. And now we got a good chance, actually, at getting an arcade on the next floor. Last run, our rate of fire, was multiplied by 5, which might sound great until you realize that that means you're shooting 5 times slower. We were doing a good deal of damage by the time it finished as a result of Monstrous Lung, primarily. But we had default speed, worse than default rate of fire. Better than default damage, but not by too much. We were kind of like eating it, truth be told. This time, we're looking a little bit better right off the get-go. So I'm excited about the possibilities that await us here. We have so many things that we could do to unlock anything as the Keeper. And of course, you know me. I would love to knock out as many of those as is conceivable in a single episode. If the run doesn't fit, then we don't have much of a choice in the matter, but we'll try nonetheless. So we now have more than enough bombs to get into that Isaac's room. More than enough money to buy something from the shop. More than enough keys to get into the shop, and these keep more than paying for themselves, which is really nice. Okay, Head of the Keeper makes me very angry, because I think that if we had just not taken technology, we would have created a bunch of pennies with our tiers, probably have a much greater chance for survival, but what do I know? Of course, I'm looking at that situation right there, and I'm going, the only pot that didn't explode is obviously the pot that has Swallowed Penny in it. As ridiculous as that may be, can't shake it. It's okay, every run is its own journey. I love that temperance card. We could really, really benefit from a blood bag. How? How did you live? I demand to know the secrets of your longevity. I almost ran right into that dude. Would have been a poor decision, let me tell you that much. Great work. Where are you? I see you. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Okay, we definitely want temperance for better pills. Relax isn't something I would consider a better pill necessarily, but the idea is that doubtlessly this should probably pay for itself pretty quickly. Okay. Please, God. Something great here. The Head of the Keeper stuff doesn't bother me. Give me something great like track 5 off of Sound of Silver by LCD Sound System. You owe yourself a debt to do this. You gotta see what's in here. What is in here? It's Lil Monstro. Not a bad item whatsoever. In fact, maybe like one of the best familiars from a DPS standpoint, so I'm quite happy. All we need to do. I'm looking for like HP upgrade from the boss, good deal with the devil, playing the temperance card. As I'm saying these things, I'm realizing it's kind of a large ask. He had a large ass, and your head was all the way up it. We're putting it down here. You know what? Give me a little temperance action. Shouldn't have picked up 2 there, but that's fine. We're getting more than 1 from it most of the time. All the time? All the time. Just keep this little song and dance up. Oh, that's what I like to see. I know, there we go. We shouldn't have done that because we could have gotten an HP upgrade, or we could have gotten a deal with the devil with the HP, but even just getting the speed is enough to make me, like, so happy that this run actually has a chance now to dodge enemies. Just be careful, because, like, it is worth using Ball of Bandages, I think. But you obviously don't want to get hit. Cat of Nine Tails, lovely choice. Couldn't have taken it no matter what, so it's fine. We're down to the next floor with Deal with the Angel potentiality and a run that has a certain amount of chutzpah. I'm starting to believe in Harvey Dent on this one. You might say, NL, what the heck, dude? Why did you use a bomb in the center of the room? I'll just tell you that straight up that one was an accident. My mistake. Okay. We have no bombs, so I'm gonna make kind of a gutsy play if we don't get a bomb right here. Come on. Don't do me like this. The gutsy play is, not going to our boss. He spawned right next to me. The gutsy play is not going to our boss fight yet, because I want to ensure that I have bombs. There we go. In order to potentially handle our deal with the angel, which admittedly our chances are not as good as they were mere moments ago. Dang it, we're in the poverty cycle of a keeper run, dude. That shot almost hit me from an outrageous range. This is a bad room. I almost dodged directly into it. Back up. What are you doing? Oh my god. Please. My run is begging for coins. Oh, you're a jerk. Betrayal. What a lovely and fitting item for this situation. Have I done this to myself? Yes, absolutely. But please. Work with me. Have you ever heard the expression, help me, help you? This is good. Right now, it's more valuable than anything else. I can't believe we're not getting coins. Or bombs at this point. Wow, this is very dangerous. What's up? It's your boy NL, filled with an existential dread on account of seeing some of my least favorite enemies to fight in the game. At least we got the range necessary to really chunk them up here. Let's go. There we go. Now, also acceptable. Crack it! Crack it! We want to endeavor to get these guppy payouts here. Wait, do we literally have a 0% chance of getting a deal of any variety right now? How does that happen? It's the way it works, right? The top number is odds of getting any deal, and then the bottom number is angel specifically. Mom's Pearl we don't need. We want to go to our shop, which is going to cost us keys from now on, but that's okay. Because then we get a bomb, which we need anyway. And then this guy steals this item for us, and another one got created in its stead. So we will now buy Champion Belt, which is also fantastic. And then we get the Tower card. Now the Tower card has a lot of potential benefit. Like, for example, obviously, in the end, didn't quite get what I wanted to here. But in my head, I was just seeing visions of, like, Cricket's head. The Champion Belt pickup by itself is, like, quite good, to be honest, but every time we get hit, it costs ourselves a penny. In the end, not really a major cost, but I was thinking, you know, we want to use our bombs to maybe open up rocks to give us money, to give us chances of redemption. But anyway, we're not going to go to the curse room unless we can find a way to make it happen, like an ability to fly somehow. Wow, this stinks. This is a tight room to be engaging in combat on. We made it, though. We got a speed upgrade. Actually, very good. Forget the cursed room. Not necessary. We have a chance at success. What do we need? Somewhat similar to the last run. We really would benefit from a tiers upgrade. And by one, I mean several. We're gonna gulp. That means we can hold on to a different trinket. And at this point, Bloody Penny essentially gives us infinite money. So that would be like my first choice, or at least up there. Telepills. Actually, really good. When you remember that we're gonna want to maybe go to a curse room on this floor, for example. If one should exist. Ooh, that was horrible, dude. He kicked me onto the fire. Very shrewd move on his part. Doesn't make me any less upset. Take me. Okay. We're one guppy item away from redemption. And I think it was a good use of telepills. I was getting a little cheesed on that room. As of this moment, save power pill. Oh, wow. You are an idiot, aren't you? There we go. Save power pill. Use it when necessary. Nothing on that room screams necessary to me. I don't know about you. So our guppy deal, our devil deal odds, which are heavily incentivized to be guppy if we would like them to be, which is a sentence that actually has no inherent meaning. My brain broke mid utterance. All pills are good in this situation. Another telepills is fine. Sadly, no real use for power pill on that room. But you know what? Maybe that means we're saving power pill for a later use. I do kind of want to play the judgment, but it's hard to justify to some extent, at least, because we can also use the power pill to get out of our. I don't think we want that. We can also use our power pill to get out of a curse room if we find ourselves in a delicate situation. Remember, if we need money, you can just blow up rocks. You don't need to do anything particularly finicky in this situation. Wow, I almost got scrambled there. Hold it, you're doing good stuff, dude. That was a horrible dodge, but up until... You know what? You have to. I hate to say it, but you gotta. You can't risk just dying like an idiot on this one. Stop. We are going to need, because you can see this. Oh, that's exactly what I mean, you've just preempted my whole conversation. What I was going to say is we're going to need a way to deal more damage to enemies, because at the present moment, we're still relying, like, almost exclusively, or at least ideally, on Lil Monstro. That's no good. Sure, every time we get flies, we get double the flies. That's actually very solid here. The ability to do double damage here compared to where we were, or near double damage, I should say, compared to where we were recently is huge. And then combine that with a little wire coat hanger action for a faster rate of fire. You'll forgive me, I'm beginning to believe we got a chance at something here. I don't know what it is yet, and I guess we'll have to decide on that sooner rather than later with Boss Rush coming right up, but I believe... I mean, that was exceptionally dumb, but I believe in the power of this run right now. And to be straight with you, I think we've played very well on our last few Keeper runs. Some of them have just been doomed, more or less, from the start. Some of them, you know, a single mistake put us in the ground. If all pills are good, we should blow up that, the vanity there. Ooh, I hate this. Yeah, that was like the best I've ever played. To dodge those guys with the spikes around as well. What are you? I found pills, one makes you larger. Those are not as good as I was anticipating, my dudes. We will open this. Red chest, Guppy Dreams. Golden chests. We could get Guppy Dreams. We could. Not suggesting it's too likely, but we'll also probably get a lot of coins, so... Yeah, sack of sacks. Been too long, I'm glad to be back. So, we get no coins. But we do have sack of sacks. There's the coins. Oh, because of small rock, or whatever the... It's not small rock, but you know what I mean. Lucky rock. That's a lot of money. And, you know, from a consumable standpoint, still doing fine. Okay. Still, long way to go before we're, oh, dude, gulp it, dude. Why not? Add another, decent trinket into the rotation here. I don't know what to say, except that I tried to bait the blue spike about 30 times, and it rebuked me. At every turn, it said no. It said no to me. We're going to try something a little brazen here, because if we can get the Guppy Dream to become a Guppy reality, that would be important. We're safe. Grab this. Open that. 2 keys. Sure. Didn't get what we were looking for, obviously. That's fine. We do get secret room access now as a result of this. Definitely want to check our shop. Shop has Steam sale. The ability to hold a second item. Probably not great, but worth checking at least. And then a Fool card, which, if nothing else, is a chance to get out of Boss Rush. If we maybe try for Boss Rush and then decide that it's not for us. There's a couple, like, extremely high-tier upgrades for us right now. And it might surprise you that I'm not going to say Swallowed Penny, even though that's obviously on the list. But I think the biggest, most realistic upgrade right now would be the ability to fly. Some extra mobility would go a long way. Stars card is better. Some extra mobility would go a long way towards helping me out here. And I could sing, you know, I could show you the world by the Aladdin cast. So there's always that to go along with it. So don't be afraid to use the stars card to escape the nightmare of this room. I became afraid to use the stars card. We made it out. We're not going to get a deal, and that's fine. It doesn't seem like this is prone to be a Mega Satan run regardless. Take me out of here. Boss Rush is a really, really hard one to justify without any means of regenerating HP. Except, I guess we do have the obvious. You know, we got wood and nickel. What more do you need? Maybe that's not the answer. Maybe the answer is, what more would I like? What a weird secret room. It's barely adjacent to anything at all. Without being able to see where we're going, I mean, it's a waste, but without being able to see where we're going, I'm just kind of holding out for more here. I don't want to use the stars card yet. I'm not worried at all about saving a key or min-maxing it versus the Fool. I think that stuff is not relevant for our primary directive right now. But you know what? I don't like that room. We may eventually go back that way. Accidentally or otherwise, but for now, I don't like that room. Yes, hampers our boss rush ability. It also might keep me alive, so I'm happy with that. We don't need battery, baby, but it's cheap. Let's give it a shot. Tarot Cloth. Quite good, especially if we can get a card to match. Like, sure, okay, now we have 24 keys. I'm just going to use the lovers to give me some flies here. Jumper cables. I mean, we can use Trinket Smelter. We're probably better off with jumper cables for our purposes. None of that stuff in there takes us too far beyond where we already were, in my opinion at least, but we got a chance. It's more than we could have said last run, even though I was trying to claim otherwise. Shouldn't have used that. So IV Bag has a chance to be useful, mostly in milling like luck upgrades and stuff like that, but... What are you doing? No! Oh, we've been brought back, and the room is completed. I was just over the moon. I was thrilled. I was thrilled with that, because I was like, hey, I'm dead. I don't have to be the keeper anymore. No, that's not true. I was mildly upset. We need this, because we might be making a play for the negative. Don't hate me because I'm right. This is the right thing to do. So might as well, dude. Why would you, that's just ignorant. We're preserving our chance to do the negative, we're preserving our chance to do Hush, but we're saying no to Boss Rush. Doesn't feel like the right time. I stand by this decision. Head down to the next floor. Holding tight. 1. 13 damage. That's what I'm talking about, dude. We also picked up a late game buddy in a box. Not necessarily an extreme game changer, but a little something to just make the rooms go a little faster, you know? The damage output right now is what we're looking for. That combined with Tarot Cloth actually means that there's quite a lot of cards that would give us a leg up if we choose to fight Hush. The runes as well. Like if we can get an Algiz rune, we could kill any boss in the game, maybe. Including Mega Satan, who is strangely enough still on the table. Low likelihood, but potentially could happen. Double key room, not a problem whatsoever. 4 room. Not what we're looking for. I got a bad feeling about this direction. We're gonna. Okay, now, dude. I would say we have probably like slightly lower than a 50% chance of getting a deal with the devil. Or sorry, deal with the angel. Let me rephrase. I feel like we have slightly lower than a 50% chance of getting the chance to fight Mega Satan. Because we got to get 2 deals with the devil in a row, and then we have to not die against the statues. I give us a very low chance of dying against the statues, but it's the it's not necessarily bad. It's the getting of the deal with the angel that I consider the most problematic. But let's see. Conquest, we actually found a good use for the backpack on a keeper run. We can use Conquest. By the way, our guppy chances are still alive too. We can use Conquest to fly passively, despite it being an active item. That's pretty freaking cool. Doesn't happen very much. Oh, I almost went down to the next floor accidentally. Might as well grab it. Not Krampus. We can't, unfortunately. Maybe we could take Brimstone and live, but it's not the right call. As zany as it is, it's not the right call. So we're gonna hold this moon card instead of teleporting. Because I realized we kind of made a mistake on the last run. On the last floor. We shouldn't have teleported because we could have found a curse room and teleported from that instead, and as embarrassed as I am to admit, greatly raised our chances of getting a deal, or of getting a guppy payout, I should say. So we're just gonna use this, and there is a curse room. There's also an arcade. I'm not gonna do the arcade, and you're not gonna like my reasoning. My reasoning is I'm just sick of it. You know how many, times we've done keeper runs and spent 80 minutes playing the arcade to try to make something good happen? Enough times. If we needed speed, I'd be there in a heartbeat. But we don't. Quite thankfully. So I'm not worried about a blood bank. Really, we'd be sitting there trying to get an HP upgrade. That also would take us a 1.85 speed. We don't need it. Like, if we get a speed downgrade, or we get a deal with the devil that we feel like taking, and it also, like, is worth taking, maybe we'd consider it. But then I think about it. If we get a deal with the devil, we can't play the blood bank anyway. We'll just be killed instantly. So right now I'm leaning towards just doing a negative run. The run is good. Is it good enough to think that we have a good chance to beat Hush? I would say no right now, but we've got the potential to make things change. I won't deny that. You definitely take Black Rune. Leave. Get your coin back. Okay. Why Black Rune? We could really use the rate of fire increase that could come from a statistical benefit, I guess, is what the obvious explanation here is. I found pills, dude. We need orange pills. I climbed the highest mountain, not once but then who's counting, but nothing compares to those tears of orange pills. This would be a bad room to lose it on, because it's quite easy. You gotta. In hindsight, we didn't got it. But my dude is done. We did not get... We did get coins. Okay. All is forgiven. Son this boy. Hey, if I wrote a book about this one, it'd be called Sun Tzu, The Art of Boring Me to Tears. Because you don't need to do this room. Okay, that's just insulting. You didn't need to resort to personal attacks on Sun Tzu. What has he ever done to you? Leave this place. There are probably cards I would prefer over Black Rune, but it would be, like, pretty close. It's tough to imagine. So we got a second secret room here. I was believing there. I'll level with you. Sure, there's a chance for an error room. I don't think that's worth much. Dude, this is almost like Black Runeable, but... Hey, you ought to know by now. If you leverage your run on a Black Rune, is that all you get for your money? Trying to avoid the use of the white pony, just in case we decide to go to Hush. But right now, I think the smart money is on trying to make the negative work. It's kind of like, it's a 9 out of 10 run, which as a keeper is a 0.9 out of 10 run. Which leads me to being a little bit more hesitant than I probably otherwise would be. We gotta deal with the angel. Deal with the angel has given us Guardian Angel. You're not going to love what I'm about to do, okay? I'm just gonna level with you. You might be mildly perturbed or even upset by my actions. But I'm going to Black Rune, and we got basically damage. Screw it, dude. Let's try to get something a little better. I don't care what you say about the run. This is my life. Okay. Certainly. Oh, wait, whoa, my dude is barking. What did you find? What are you barking for? I don't see a crawl space. Ladder. This is where we beg for a good tarot cloth enabler. We did not get it. Not bad. 700 cents coming right up. Okay, so we have made progress there at least. Oh, my deal with the angel odds have gone way up on this floor. I suppose if we got a judgment or a Joker card here, I'd feel real silly about the fact that we didn't take the key piece, but the odds of it are fairly low. Come on. Come on. Okay. Crack into him. Good enabler, please. High Priestess. Not really a great enabler. Should leave one coin out here for sure. But, oh, we shouldn't have bought that. That was silly. I know what you're thinking, though, by the way. And that's, why don't you take glass cannon? Because it is going to kill me. Doing that is not a good decision, in my opinion. If we always got coins out of glass cannon, or out of wooden nickel, it might be conceivable, but I can't really imagine it, so let's go. I mean, let's go! Wow, that is slow damage output. So we're gonna use wooden nickel as much as possible, because we do get charges the more enemies we kill. Right, we have jumper cables? That's correct. So if we could just litter the floor with coins, that would be lovely. You might argue then, why not use White Pony as often as possible? The answer is, White Pony gives us a chance at invincibility when desired. Trying to slow down like all these shots with the night light, but it's more difficult than you would imagine. So I think the better play, oh, that's such good luck. The better play is to pop White Pony when you find yourself in a position in which you're nearly certain you're going to take damage. So far, so good. It gets harder from here. Plenty of coins. Still a little scary, because you got to be able to get to the coins in your time of need, and this guy's pretty good at controlling space, but the more the merrier as far as coins go right now. We could also use White Pony if we like very much remember where the coins are. Can use them to try to finesse just picking up one of them, probably more sadly, but at least one of them at a time when we use our charge. I sort of can't believe it's working. As far as I'm concerned, if this works, go straight to delirium, dude. And try to maximize your advantages, obviously, of winning against delirium, but like, if it can work against Mega Satan, it could work against delirium. This is one of the harder things to knock out in the game. So it's not trivial to get it done in this episode. Far from trivial. Had to stick it out there. Get the flies killed. I was going to say, you know we're due for a charge. Thought about using it. Didn't have to, but thought about it. Don't let him get too much map control on this side, because this is where the coins are. And just keep it up. That was risky, but it worked. Are you ever gonna stop shooting? There should be another charge incoming then. It does charge up the White Pony as it's active as well. That was great. I can't say anything else except that that was a surprise, but also great. The Keeper now holds a penny. I don't know what that means for us. The Fool is actually very good at letting us teleport out of the Delirium fight if we get there accidentally. So, just gonna head straight for this. I would definitely not consider this a main line. Your boy is just trying to make his way in the world today. Good pills, please. Tears ups. Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. These are not good enough. Wow, we have like Nose Goblin Death's Touch Tears from our buddy in a box. It's extremely good. Why not, dude? Yes, hello, Ruka. I know you'd like to enter here, but that won't be necessary right now. Trust me, you'll get your just desserts if I succeed on this run. Catnip for everybody! Not really for me. It's not that necessary for my own enjoyment of my recreational activities, but there we go. That's what we're looking for. Cards. Now, we're not looking for the Fool, because it's just not very good to have 2 of those. Not necessary, I should say. Unless we're so silly that we would walk into the delirium fight twice by accident. I like to think that I'm better than that. Stars card accomplishes essentially the same thing. This cat is like trying to break in. By the way, you might be saying, how's he gonna mess it up this time? It's a very, first off, needlessly negative attitude. Secondly, he's not really messing it up. I don't think we're the favorites to win. I didn't think we were the favorites to win against Hush. I think we got a little lucky and had a lot of great payouts early. There is something to be said about that gulp pill, but it is unnecessary at the present moment. Hurtling towards greatness and redemption here. Continue. I heard a chest. The chest is... It's actually so surprisingly tempting because we have PhD. It's like the only situation in which this is the right call to take it. But even then, I'm not sure if it's the right call. So we've spotted delirium. Just keep it going here. You're doing great work. You know where delirium is. What are we looking for now? Literally just as many upgrades to every conceivable thing that we can get. Now I'm glad we didn't take little baggie of pills, because the rune bag combined with tarot cloth actually gives me a way out. All I need is an Algiz rune. Didn't we take deep pockets on this run, or was that the last run? Obviously it's the last run, because I've only been able to carry one thing forever on this run. Well, that was, I gotta admit, great shot. Didn't think you were gonna get me, and you did. Perthrow. Very good. Even with tarot cloth. What happened? My dude got so fast. Bumbo? I don't think it's the right time. I mean, this is substantially worse, obviously, but... That's another Perthrow waiting to happen. So just keep it up. Look for another Perthrow, but more importantly, look for that dang Algiz that's going to win you the game. There's Perthrow. Takes Steven. It's an okay damage up, 1.70. Not transformative this late in the game, but worth something. Punching Bag. Potentially something we could talk about. Is it, like, worth taking right now? I think so. Is it worth giving up a pedestal that we might be able to Perthrow in the future? That's more of what I'm concerned about, but concern is kind of a strong word given the situation we're in. What do you got? Hermit, Blank Rune. So at the present moment, I think you consider taking Blank Rune into the boss fight, and then you just hope that it's Algiz. Bracano is fine. Pretty much every enemy is going to go down real quick, except... It was Yera. It's not bad, necessarily. Well, now it is, but... Sure. In this case, we'll take fast bombs, mostly because I don't intend to find myself down this way too much more frequently. There's only a few bosses remaining, unfortunately. You know what? Hermit me. Don't hermit me into the delirium room. I never would have forgiven you in that circumstance. Infamy. Could win us the game. Could contribute to a winning environment on this game. Bracano, it's also fine. devil card or something. If we don't get a good rune, we could always roll a good card. You know, it's the old-fashioned way of doing things. The Hermit's not it, but... So I would still... I think there's a much more clear path to victory now. But I would still give the run the advantage. I would still bet on the house in this situation. Not by much, maybe like 40-60. Depends on a couple of things. It depends on the bosses that we... You gotta take Blank Rune right now. It depends on the bosses that you get, to be honest. Like the bosses that Delirium morphs into. And if he spits out a bunch of garbage enemies and maybe you can farm some coins off of them to save for the harder parts of that fight, who knows where the run might take you. But I would still slightly give an edge to the house. Depends on what this rune is. Depends on what the remaining bosses give. I don't know which one of these cards is better. Which one of these pills is better, I should say. And by pills, I mean trinkets. Look, it's been a long run. It hasn't really been a long run. But we've accomplished something as the keeper, which we have not done in a little while. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Gold? Gold chest? We do have Guppy's tail. Golden chest? Not a golden chest. It's a regular old boring chest. Two blank runes. We'll use this one happened to be Alges. This one happened to be Burkano. This one happened to have a little Awaz action inside of it. Sent a little Dagaz. Little Dagaz. That was a Yara. The Yara action. Hey, okay. Dude, the Burkanos have been swell for us. We should go to the second secret room. Suppose there is a chance we can fulfill the Guppy dream there. You might think that we're Guppy just based on the number of flies we got, but it's really just lucky Burkanos. So I think these are probably our last two bosses before Delirium. Before we're forced into that Delirium fight. Well, you look at this and you go, thanks for the flies. You put it back down. You hold Blank Rune, because it still could be worth gold, dude. Incubus. What? You've done it. Again, not guaranteed, but extremely good. I really think we're gaining so many flies because we have... I mean, Tarot Cloth plus Burkano is doing good work, but then every time a red heart drops... We're getting flies. We're getting twice as many flies because of the fact that we have gulped ages ago the trinket, fish tail, which I always thought looked like a dart. Dude, sick. We got more chances to pick up some items here. Latch key, not particularly strong. We could use the flies, but I think you just Black Rune it, and you have turned your Blank Rune into the ether. So you should remember that when you use Black Rune, it gets rid of any other consumables that might have existed on the ground there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that was not worth the benefit that you got out of it, which was very minimal. That was a very poor decision on your part. It's up to you to make it right for the audience here. Watch battery. Can I not fly? Oh, because it's... I haven't been able to fly this whole time? Are you telling me the power to fly was within me? What's going on here? I can't fly anymore. Am I losing my mind? Just do not die on the lead up to this fight. I will never, forgive myself. Another Black Rune. The Chariot card. Well, we have items we do not wish to use, so we will use Black Rune to maybe up our rate of fire. And it worked. And we'll take the Chariot into this boss fight. But your boy is... a little scared. A little scared about the way that this could go, but... see, that just upsets me. How can we not fly? It doesn't make sense to me. Let's do it. I'm ready. Okay, we got our coin right off the bat. It's great news. We're gonna have to be on our A game. There's pots to be destroyed as well if things get truly dire. It's a terrible start. Make your way up there to greatness. Good job, good job. You got a battery charge. You did your best on that one. Can't be mad. There you go. Keep killing more trash to your enemies. There you go. Flood the floor with coins. Make it impossible to not pick them up. And then when the run's set, we use Chariot. Just to put the final nail in the coffin. Infamy. You god. You princes of Maine. You kings of New England. Help. That was too fast. As an enemy, you are not fair. Your speed stat is off the chart. Off the planet! Isn't he gonna freeze himself? Help. Okay, I'm back. Was never actually scared there. I feigned fear because I was acting. There's enough coins to make me feel pretty good about this. But I could always use some more. I saw my lane and I stayed in it. It's working. So far, he's at like 40% HP. No more coins. Dude, Infamy is driving the bus of redemption and reclamation. Almost done. Thought he was gonna jump on me. I am dialed though, dude. I tried to hit him with a little mini monster when he drove by at 300 miles an hour. That's how dialed I am. You picked your moment. You picked your moment and you got in there. I respect that. And I respect that as well. Good freaking work. You know you got these chariots to get in there. In times of trouble, dude. Great use of the chariot. Go pick up a coin. Remember, you got doubled time on it. He does not appear to be dead yet. Makes me mildly upset. Threw in a little... Oh, careful. Threw in a little white pony to try to seal the deal. Didn't quite get it. We're throwing it all at the wall and it's stuck. That is right, I did it. Take me out of this place. Oh! Crooked pennies appeared in the basement. Forgot about that item. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. I'll say a great deal. Of course, subscribe to someone in the future. But thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.